a million thoughts raced in my head. And then I started thinking about our Toastmasters meetings. I realized that in every meeting, there's one thing that makes me stand here in front of you, and that is teamwork. Without teamwork, this meeting would not happen, and I wouldn't be standing in front of you guys. Every day I see people setting up the chairs. One guy puts the chair facing towards the stage, everyone gets a signal, okay, I should do this too, and they start arranging the chairs one by one, and that's how communication happens, which is one of the 3 points I'm going to talk to you about today. So, the 3 points that I've observed in my life, which is important and necessary in a team, is first, communication, second, planning, and third and finally, relationships. So, let's talk about the first point, which is communication. Communication is really important in our daily lives. Everyone needs to communicate in order to convey a message. Without communication, none of us would be sitting right here right now. Nothing would happen. There would be no buildings, construction, nothing can work properly without communication. An example to go with this is, when I was in the 8th grade, we were playing football again. Another time I broke my hand. And I was running with the ball. I was at the corner of the field. So I'm trying to signal my friend. I'm going to come here. I want to pass the ball to him. So he's moving towards me. He came too close, and I'm asking him to move back. Instead, he starts doing this. I'm very confused, and I ask him to stand there. He doesn't. Instead, he comes, takes the ball and runs away. This, my friends, is a clear example of miscommunication. I think what we can learn from this is, please teach your friends what this means. This means to move back and don't try pushing the air. It doesn't make sense at all. Now, the second point is planning. Why is planning so important in a team? Planning is what makes a team work efficiently and diligently. This is what makes a team work nicely. So, an example I can give you for planning is, the school I currently study in is full of sand. It's sand everywhere. So, the teachers, they wear their shoes, right? So they keep walking, the shoes will enter, the sand will enter their shoes, they take off the shoes and they'll empty the sand and go. So by the time the teacher enters the class, already half the period will be over. So while that 20 minutes, we have like 4 guys posted around the windows, and he'll be checking out if the teacher's coming or not. Finally there will be one main informer, and the informer has the loudest voice in the class. And he'll be shouting, teacher is coming, dude, hide. Everyone will stop their activities instantly. There'll be like a few different groups. One group would be gossiping, the other group would be checking who has the most annoying sound in the class, another group would be discussing on what to do with the class. And then the teacher walks in, we act as if nothing happened. That's why I think that planning is really important. Because without planning, the teachers would catch us and scold us all day long. Now, the last and the final point that I need to talk about is relationships. Now, why are relationships important in a team? The stronger the bond with your team, the better you work together. You need to know your teammates better in order to work together. Now, an example for this is that when I was in the 7th grade, we had a computer teacher. Picture this scenario. A regular classroom, about 33 students. We were sitting and writing our work. That day, we had a new computer teacher coming into our school. And she looked quite stern, so everyone was acting obedient. We greeted her, she came into the class, and I swear she did this. She opened a textbook, looked at the wall, and started reading. My first thought was, she was praying to God before starting the class. But then I realized she was actually reading the lesson. So a few guys decided to break a few rules. So one guy started talking to the other. It was good. Nothing happened. The teacher didn't notice. Another guy dared to step out of the class, go to the bathroom and come back. We thought, dude, this guy is dead. The teacher didn't even notice him going out of the class. She was so in our own world, teaching the ceiling, that we didn't have time to look at the rest of us. So then, the next year onwards, a classroom was World War III. We had people throwing paper aeroplanes all over the class. They would take chalks right under our nose and throw it at each other. And there, again, people would be talking, shouting, and then came exam week. I can't tell you the stress I went through that day. I had a 1-hour trip back home. I was flipping through the textbook like this, trying to frantically mark up something and get it in my head. I got nothing in my head. Finally, I went home. I turned on my phone and looked at WhatsApp. There was this new group. I hadn't noticed it before. It was called Computer Failures. I started reading the messages. There were about 1,000 messages at that time. I was shocked. Everyone was sending pictures of question and answers that could come. Everyone was freaking out. They didn't know they didn't know the portions, they didn't know what lesson was taken, and they didn't know what to study. So nobody had a clear idea what to do. There was this one guy named Chris. We never noticed him, but he silently wrote the notes every class without speaking a word. And everyone started messaging him like, dude, give me the notes, dude, give me the notes. What are you doing? Stop wasting time. And then he sent the notes as quickly as possible. And I'm really happy to report that everyone passed the exam the next day. I think this clearly shows that because of the bond between all of us, we were able to work together and finally pass the exam, which I hope you guys follow. Please study well. Don't do what I did. So I think the message we can learn from this is, please communicate well with your friends. Like I said, tell them what the signals mean, have a good relationship with your team, and also plan efficiently. I hope you all follow these points. Thank you.